What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Crypto Rock. All crip, Lord of none. Hey, listen, today I'm gonna talk about Bitcoin spot versus futures ETFs, okay? So in this video, what I'm gonna do is dive into the world of exchange traded funds, better known as ETFs, and unravel the differences between Bitcoin spot and future ETFs. Stick around to find out why the SEC has yet to approve Bitcoin spot ETFs. Let's talk about it. Okay, now let's start with a quick overview. ETFs have become a popular investment choice, offering diversified exposure to various assets. Traditional ETFs like SPDR, S&P 500, ETF, and Investco, QQQ, providing investors with flexibility and convenience. Now with the rise of cryptocurrencies, enter Bitcoin ETFs. These allow investors to trade Bitcoin without owning the currency. Not your keys, not your crypto. There are two main types, spot ETFs and futures ETFs. Now let's talk about the difference, right? The main distinction lies in how they track Bitcoin's price. Spot ETF aims to hold actual Bitcoin, providing direct exposure to its price movements. At the time of this recording, no spot ETFs have been approved by the SEC. They are working though. They're working for that January 10th date. So if you're watching this video after January 10th, you know. Now, spot ETFs offer simplicity and transparency, but they come with risks such as potential theft and price fluctuations. Not your keys, not your crypto. Companies like VanEck, ProShares, and Fidelity have applied for spot ETFs, but approval is pending. Now, on the flip side, futures ETFs track Bitcoin through futures contracts. These contracts offer flexibility, but bring risks like contract expiry and rollover. Currently, futures-based ETFs like ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF and VanEck Bitcoin Strategy ETF are available. So why haven't spot ETFs been approved? Well, the SEC cites concerns about the lack of a regulated crypto market, but recent rulings in favor of Grayscale have increased the chances of approval. The SEC now has, at the time of this recording, 12 spot ETF applications to consider. Now, if there's any more, you can correct it in the comments, right? Now, when deciding between spot and futures ETFs, consider your goals, risk tolerance, and market outlook. You should always do your own research. Spot ETFs offer ownership of Bitcoin, while futures ETFs provide exposure through derivative contracts. So, like I said, always do your own research and make sure you know for yourself. There's one thing I want to address, a common concern. I've been hearing it or reading it. A lot of speculation that the hedge funds are going to buy up all the Bitcoin. It's not going to happen. You know why? That happened. With only 21 million Bitcoins, approximately at the time of this recording, 1.4 million left. The halving makes it increasingly challenging for any entity, including hedge funds, to buy up the entire supply. The scarcity is designed into Bitcoin's protocol. That's a key factor in the value proposition. When the halving occurs, the amount of Bitcoin mined gets cut in half. Currently, it's 900 new Bitcoins per day. It will be cut to 450. So, while institutional interest is notable, the idea of buying all the remaining Bitcoins becomes virtually impossible due to the scarcity of the mechanism, the way the protocol is built. Okay? You can get back to your regularly scheduled program.
You know what's interesting these days? Bitcoin. Look for Bitwise, my friends.
Today's terrorists have a new way to get around the Bank Secrecy Act, cryptocurrency. Last year, an estimated $20 billion in illicit crypto transactions funded every kind of dangerous criminal. North Korea has funded at least half its missile program, including nuclear weapons, using the proceeds of crypto crime. And Israeli officials have confirmed that Hamas received millions of dollars through crypto transactions, including, quote, large sums from Iran. Mr. Diamond, you've been CEO of JP Morgan for almost 2 decades. Can you explain why crypto is such an attractive financial tool for terrorists, drug traffickers, and rogue nations?
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, et cetera. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems that have been built up over many years, know your customers, sanctions, OFAC, they can get bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Now I want to say this, y'all. Be mindful. There will be FUD. There is already FUD. I'm talking about fear, uncertainty, and doubt that's spread in the media. And guess what happens? You react out of emotion because you're not paying attention. Decentralization is the crux of humanity. We were not created to be controlled. So whenever those who are in power feel threatened, they will do whatever possible to make you fearful so that you don't get in position or so that you get out of position. Listen, that's just part of the process. What you have to do and what we have to do is maintain our position, get informed, get educated. Once you know better, you do better. Now, in conclusion, spot and futures Bitcoin ETFs provide distinct ways to enter the digital currency market. Your choice depends on your personal preferences and circumstances. Remember to always conduct your own research and evaluate the risks before making any type of decisions. Now, I made this video, you know I'm all crypt. I made this video because, I do know that there are people out there who are interested, but they're hesitant and they're looking for a safe way. And it's not always not necessarily a safe way, but it's a way that you can probably make a move towards in a traditional sense, But remember, always do your own research. Before I wrap up, a crucial reminder that everything that I talked about in this video is only for educational purposes. And like I said about 3 or 4 times, always do your own research and consider your circumstances before investing. We always know that past performance is not indicative of future results. Thank you for joining your boy today. And I hope you get in where you fit in. 3 types of people in this world: those who watch things happen, those who make things happen, and those who say what happened. Make it happen. It's your boy. Catch y'all on the next one.